The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the live edition here at TFNN. The markets are going to open today. It is October 31st. Happy Halloween to each and everyone out there. This makes it our wonderful Wednesday edition of today's opening bell, and the bell is going to toll. It's going to ring this morning here on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes. Thanks so much for joining me, folks. I absolutely treasure your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with tools so that you can lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that is what it's all about. Now, let's go take a look at one of our tools, and we'll get to the markets out here. You've got futures trading up in the Dow and the ES Mini Nasdaq, pretty much flat right now. But let's go take a look at one of our tools, and we'll get to the markets here. And you can always give us a call at 877-927-6648. This tool, I love this tool. This is called Whatever You Have, You Must Use It or You Will Lose It. Now, the natural state of the human body is that of health, of strength, and flexibility, right? But what happens if we spend most of our time relatively inactive? What happens? Answer. You know what it is. We tend to get weak and stiff, and that in turn can basically lead us to a mind that is maybe lethargic. How about depression? You know, if you know folks that are suffering from depression or lethargy, have them get up and stretch and maybe, shake their body out just a little bit, because our natural state of health, folks, it can be lost if we don't use it, right? Use it or lose it. The same thing happens with time. We've talked about time before. Each of us have 24 hours in a day. It's available to each and every one of us. You either use it or you lose it. You can't get it back. Every one of us has talents, special talents. My question to you is, what are your special talents? Are you an artist? Are you a giver? What is it that is your special talent? You should be able to immediately write it down on a piece of paper. It should come to mind, but write down exactly what is your special talent out there. Why, folks? Because you need to either use it or you're going to lose it. And that would absolutely be a travesty to each and every one in your life. How about the folks that aren't in your life that could benefit from your special talents out there? Back in 1953, seems like just yesterday, Harlan Sanders was an out-of-work 66-year-old gentleman. Now, Harlan's special talent, many of you may even know this, his special talent was his method for what? For frying chicken, that's right. So at 66, he loaded up his car. I mean, he put 250,000 miles a year on his car. That's a lot of driving out there, folks. That is a ton of driving. You try putting 250,000. Go figure out what that is numerically. But he put on 250,000 miles a year, loaded up his car with his special ingredients out there. And what he did is he went to each restaurant that he could find, and he said, let me just do one thing. Let me cook some chicken for you. And if you like this chicken, if you like it, what I'll do is I'll provide you with my special ingredients here. I'll provide it for you. I'll show you how to cook the chicken. And in return, all that I want is 4 cents for each chicken sold out there. Now think about that, folks. Colonel Sanders, his special talent, and he waited till he was 66 years old. So don't tell me, maybe you're too old to use your special talent out there, because you're not. You want to make sure that you use it or you lose it. How many Kentucky Fried Chicken franchises are out there? It's a ton out there. Make sure you use your special talent. Maybe some of you have a special talent that could actually aid in the folks in the Northeast. Maybe some of you have accumulated large amounts of wealth. Now is the time to help your fellow man, your fellow woman, your fellow child out there, because these folks are going to be going through some real pain out here. Millions, folks. We're talking millions that are going to be inconvenienced. So today is Halloween, and not a lot of treats for a lot of the folks out there in the Northeast. Thanksgiving is not that far away. Do something extraordinary for someone today, somebody that you don't even know, a complete stranger out there. Just do something extraordinary. Use it, folks, or lose it. Let's go take a look at these markets out here, and it is good to be back in the seat with you. Again, our call number, 877-927-6648. As we take a look at our futures markets here. You've got the Dow up 46, the ES Mini, that's what we're looking at here on my screen, trading out at 14.13. And normally we would spend quite a bit of time taking a look at the futures market. We'll look at them, but we need to be a little bit guarded because the futures traded in the overnight sessions for the last couple days. Didn't trade for the full session, and so for me, so it was basically somewhat illiquid. You didn't have all of the participants out there, and so for me, the meaning of the data from the last couple of days, and I love the data of candlesticks out there because they tell you a lot about, they absolutely will help you to understand what's going on in the marketplace between the bulls and the bears. They really are the message for the marketplace, but the message for the last 2 days closed due to Hurricane Sandy out there. And for any of you that are listening and happen to be in the affected areas, which covers a wide swath out there, our hearts go out to you. We're sending you all the white light that we possibly can. You will pull through all this. You will meet neighbors, and you'll meet people that you didn't even know that were your neighbors that are going to be out there helping out, whether it's getting out there, pull saw, and cutting down trees and stacking them up, or just simply providing a nice hot meal. Whatever it is out there, there's a lot of folks. And talk about snow out there. Pretty amazing. As a young kid, teenager in my early 20s, I used to go to Beckley, West Virginia every fall. Used to ride the Gauley River out there. I think Gauley, that was made famous by Gomer Pyle. But I used to go whitewater rafting down either the New River or the Gauley River out there. Those folks got, I believe, about 3 feet of snow. Tell you what, if you like whitewater rafting, folks, and this is in West Virginia, and you put in right around Beckley, West Virginia, if you've never, per square meter, per square mile, they have the most Class 5, Class 4, Class 6 rapids that you could ever experience. Now, this early in the year, having that kind of snow out there, those are going to be pretty amazing rapids. Anyways, let's go take a look at the markets here. Let's take a look at the ES Mini, and let's see what it's doing. It's traveling at 14.13 right now. Just simply doing a retracement of its move up here since about 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the green bars that you're taking a look at here on the chart. Headed back to the 14.11 area. So far, it's traded down to a low of 14.1250. 14.11, 14.10 is where I would expect to actually pull back to. Got into a little bit of an oversold condition as it was making its high at about 5:30 this morning. So just simply one of the two ways you work off an oversold condition. Either move sideways, you consolidate sideways, or you go ahead and pull back. Right now, the ES Mini pulling back. I don't really know what to expect in the marketplace here this morning. As the markets open, you've got mutual funds that want to be able to close out some of their trades, basically to be able to get their losses in as they come into the fiscal year. So that's going to be one element that you've got going on in the marketplace out there. And you've got certainly insurance companies that are going to have to sell some assets at some point in time here, whether that's today or not. You got markets out near high, so, you're going to have, there's going to be a little bit of divergence out there, I would expect, to see how volatile. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, obviously electronic trading going on, not a whole lot of folks that are able to really get to work just simply because of travel conditions and everything else that they're having to experience. And if you've never experienced all of the trauma that comes with large hurricane, or storms out there, it's pretty intense. And having lived in Florida for a good portion of my life out here, I've had the misfortune or fortune, just depends on how you take a look at it, of some direct hits. So I know what it's like from a business standpoint as well as a personal standpoint out there. And really, folks, do something today to help somebody that you don't even know in your life. Well, if we do take a look at the ES Mini, what we can take a look at is it got up to the 14.18 price. What it was also doing, it was making a 61.8 0.618 retracement coming off of a swing point high that went back to about the 14.33 price point on the 22nd of October at 8 o'clock in the evening. Also made a 0.382 retracement at the level that went back to 12 noon. That price point, 14.58 on the 18th of October out there. So now you got two Fibonacci numbers coming together at that 14.18 level. You then had one more join in, 2.618, just an expansion of a swing point coming off of the high at about 10 o'clock in the evening on yesterday. Last evening out there. Again, the numbers from yesterday, I would take a look at. If I could just simply erase them from my charts, I absolutely would, because I don't know how much real bearing to give to those. But that's only when it comes to our futures marketplace. If we go take a look around the world, when I was with you on Monday, even though our futures markets, were closing at 9:15, what I did share with you And I shared with you certainly a technique out there. We were looking here at the DAX, and I said it was the DAX where we were going to get a reading with regard to the direction of our marketplace out here. The DAX on Monday was coming back down. It was testing this horizontal black line. There's one at the bottom, one at the top. That's a consolidation pattern out there. It was really testing the little open window, the gap up from September 6th to September 7th. That window still has not been repaired, not been fixed in my books. That is an area of support out there. What did the DAX in Germany do yesterday? Gapped up, moved higher, did the same today. It's running up to the top of its range out there. That is giving us a clue as to where our markets are going to go. We have to look over to Germany to see what's going on to get a real good read on where our market should go. Looks like today is not about tricks in the marketplace, but mostly treats. And we're going to have a treat by giving away some silver all day today here at TFNN. We'll be right back.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportions of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what an asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Wealth Management financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, LLC. Member SIPC.
With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. It is Halloween out here, and that means here at TFNN, we're fortunate enough to be able to create some treats for some folks out there. And each hour we're going to be giving away, today and tomorrow, each hour we're going to be giving away a half ounce of silver. And then on Friday, for the entire day, we'll give away 1 ounce of silver. If you haven't had a chance to sign up, go over to the homepage at TFNN.com. You will see the Great Panther Silver Getaway. Takes you all of about 30 seconds out here. And just some really incredible either silver coins, they're either rounds or they are bars out there. Just really brilliant. This is something that you want to just simply have, and it's our gift to you. Our first winner out here today is Joyce in Clearwater, Florida. So a nice round of applause. We're going to be giving away another half ounce of silver in the next hour during the Money Master show. I see the winner out here. They've already been drawn from our little gift basket out here, and they're up in the Northeast, so I'm glad to be we'll be giving that one away as well. Again, folks, go to the homepage of TFNN.com. Sign up underneath the Great Panther Silver Giveaway. Congratulations, Joyce in Clearwater. We tried to get her on the phone and couldn't. You don't have to be present to win, so go out there and sign up. We were taking a look here at the DAX as we were coming into break. That's traded out at 73.23. It's done about a 0.618 retracement off of the swing point high. But what it's really doing, folks, it's traveling in this sideways consolidation range here. I do expect we'll see the DAX move up and test the highs out there somewhere in the range of 74. Let's just call it 74.40-ish. That's where it should head. Now, what we can take a look at here, and this is important to note, is take a look at this consolidation here, and where is that consolidation coming from? Right? You're coming from lows to highs out there. When you consolidate, folks, oftentimes 65+% of the time, a consolidation pattern will resolve itself in the direction that it came from. If you don't believe me, go test it on any of the charts that you trade out there. It doesn't matter what the instrument is, whether it's a commodity, whether it's a futures contract, whether it's currency out there. Just go down to some intraday patterns. You'll find these consolidations out there. You'd like to see at least 3 different tests of the line out there to really identify a consolidation range. So that's of the top and of the bottom. We can see here, I can identify 3 areas along the top on the DAX and certainly 3 areas along the bottom here where there have been some tests. So we'll see how this here resolves itself, whether this just simply stays in the range and moves back down or whether it actually busts right through it. But it's the DAX here that really given us the first clue with regard to our markets. The second clue coming from none other than Queen Euro. We also took a look at this chart on Monday as well. We were taking a look at really the same consolidation pattern, or a similar consolidation pattern, I should say, in the euro. We're taking a look at the daily chart out here. And as we take a look at that, the bottom of the consolidation being somewhere right around the 1.28376. The euro did not get all the way down there as it was moving down on Friday as well as Monday, full moon Monday, and now moved up. You had a nice bullish engulfing candle yesterday, a little bit of follow through today. That says to me that the euro wants to travel back up towards the top of its range. That would say in about the 1.305, and change range out there. So the euro has more work to the upside. Of course, when you take a look at the euro chart and the DAX chart, you can see the euro as well coming from lower to higher price, having this high-level consolidation area. 65% of the time they resolve themselves. Which direction? That's right, the direction that they came from. That says the euro, if it can bust through here, let's go see where the euro would actually potentially trade to. We're going to come all the way back into a swing point high, a major swing point high. This was where we saw a major change in trend. That was coming back into the May 4th time frame. The euro was out at the 1.48891 level. If we come all the way down to where it made a bottom out here, what you'll see is the top of that consolidation range happens to be 0.382. That's the floor. So you bust through that, and then you come visit us at Suite 618. So if the euro can bust through this consolidation level, well, where it will first travel to most likely would be right up into about the swing point here back in February of 2012, right in about the 134, 1.34 range, but then on its way up to 138. That is the pattern that is currently present inside the Queen out there. If we go take a look at gold here, you've got gold trading up $5.80 out at $17.17. Silver up the most today, up 35 cents, up 1 1/10% out here. Gold really doing nothing more than traveling sideways. Gold, even if the dollar gets weaker out here, which would be kind of a trip, gold is signaling to me that it actually wants to move lower, not higher out here. I don't know how that's going to work out, but that's at least what the patterns are saying. When it comes to silver, though, silver having a little bit more strength today, but still moving sideways. The 50-day exponential moving average right now becoming a resistance point for silver. That price, $32.36. You got silver out at $32.17 right now. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We'll be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. TFNN and Great Panther Silver have teamed up for another exciting silver giveaway. The Great Panther Silver Halloween giveaway will be taking place at the end of October, and for 3 full days, we'll be giving away silver coins and bars every hour from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. to one lucky winner randomly chosen. There's no purchase necessary. For more information and to fill out your registration form today, simply visit the front page of tfnn.com where you'll find all the details. October 29th, 30th, and 31st, we'll choose one lucky winner that will receive a silver coin or bar courtesy of Great Panther Silver. Winners will be announced live on the air each hour for 3 full days. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to win free silver from TFNN and Great Panther Silver. Register today by visiting the front page of tfnn.com. And for more information on Great Panther Silver, you can click on their banner on the front page of tfnn.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex, symbol GPL, or on the Toronto Stock Exchange, symbol GPR.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
To the races. We got the Dow up 59 points right now. S&P's up 6. Composite slow to get out of the gate, mostly because of Apple, which is trading down $10 right now. You got the composite flat up 47 cents. The small caps also hanging out with Apple up 62 cents right now. Microsoft up 54 cents. Intel up 9 ticks. Google up $2 and change. Cisco up 4 pennies. Of course, Apple took advantage of the market being closed to purge a couple of top executives out there. And so the reaction to the market here, you've got Apple right now. That's what we're looking at on my screen here, trading out at $5.93 even, down about $10 here today. Now, what Apple has, which would really be beautiful, you'd like to see it come and test this little island reversal area. It's got a open gap. It's a small gap out there, yet important. So there's another window here inside Apple. The bottom is the July 30th candle. That price point, $587.82, has not gotten down there to test that. You'd actually like to see it ping the July 27th high, $585.83. Pick up a few of those stranded passengers on that island, little island down there. Very powerful candle. In this case here happened to be a series of candles. It was a 3-day event. You had a you had a low on July 23rd, 587.71. Gaps down the next day. The high is 574.97. Creates a little bit of a window, a little bit of a gap out there. Moves sideways the next 3 trading sessions. On July 27th, the high that it makes is 585.83. So it doesn't touch the low of July 23rd out there. That was, again, 587.71, so you have a nice little gap. And then it gaps up the following day, July 30th out there. The low there, 587.82. That is what creates a island. That is an island reversal formation. That is bullish. That sent Apple all the way up. Apple does not have an island top out here. That came on September 14th. Had a number of folks send me a email asking if Apple had an island top reversal, and the answer is no, it did not. If you take a look at September 14th, you did have a gap between the 13th and 14th, but if you take a look at the 14th candle here, there is no price variant. There's no price void of price in between the low of 14th when Apple went ahead and gapped down on September 24th. So no island reversal at the top on Apple, and it would be nice. It would give you a good signal here if it gets back into this island, closes back up above the 585 level. You'd like to see it do it on less than 14 million shares. You start coming into that area with volume, that's going to put pressure, continued pressure on the NASDAQ, on the Qs out there, and this market will not bounce very much without the participation of the NDX 100 out there. We take a look at stocks that are popping and dropping. It sure is good to be back with you folks. We've got WRC, Warnaco Group. They're up $20 and change. That's up 39%. I wonder if there's a buyout or what's going on there. Let's see here. They go out with earnings. Let's see. Leap to a new high after merger announcements. Okay, so we got a merger. That makes sense. You got PVH Corp. PVH is the ticker symbol. They are up 21%. I believe they were out with the earnings earlier. That's up $19 and change. Let's go take, they're, okay, so those are the two companies that are merging together, PVH, thank you. So we got PVH and Warnaco both up nicely here this morning. Let's take a look at the next in line here. You got Shift Nutrition, SHF, up 45%. That must be some other kind of buyout. Let's take a look at this. What do these guys have? I don't see anything going on out here, but Shift Nutrition up $10. That's up 45%. We'll go take a look at that equity. You got OpNet, OPNT, up 29%. Boy, there's some liquidity out here. Let's see. They were downgraded, too. That downgrade not doing too much to that equity for sure. You've got Clean Harbors, CLH, the ticker symbol, up 15%. This morning, you've got Commvault Systems, CVLT, up 14%. Lincoln Electric, LECO, up 14%. Eagle Materials, EXP. I imagine a number of these here are a result of plays taking advantage of the catastrophe that went across the Northeast, Midwest, northern part of the continental United States out here. Certainly you got Generac Holdings. Those are the folks that make not battery backups, but generators. Thank you out there. So generators, they're up 16% this morning. We'll go take a look at that stock. You got JDAS Software up 12% here this morning to the downside, led by Apple, down $13 and change. You got Baidu off about $5, $6 almost, 5% to the downside. Western Union down 26%. Lufkin Industries, LUFK, off 7%. WellCare Health down 6%. Riverbed Technologies off 15%. Oxford Resources down 28%. They're the leader percentage-wise on the way down. I don't see any news associated with it. You don't see much in the way of insurance companies to the downside here. You know, what you had was a lot of flooding that certainly took place in the Northeast out there, and most of those people, I should say, don't have flood insurance. You know, their normal general liability doesn't cover flood insurance out there, so you're going to have a lot of folks that are in a lot of pain out there. The insurance companies, from that standpoint, from the flood aspect, not going to be taking a big hit out there. Not that they won't have some large losses to deal with, but a lot of it was certainly flood-related. Pretty amazing stuff. The images that continue to pour in, pretty amazing. I think one of the images that was, for me, it was amazing, was LaGuardia. LaGuardia Airport turned into a boat terminal when you took a look at the degree of flooding that was out there. Pretty amazing. Let's go take a look at some of these equities here, see how they're popping and dropping. Let's go take a look at Shift Nutrition. SHF is the ticker symbol. That is up healthy this morning, up 45% here. And again, I don't see the news behind it, but this thing really gapping up with huge volume. So must be some rumor out there about maybe some type of buyout. Or let's see what Shift does. SHF Nutrition. I would think it's in the. Let's see here. Give me a second here. SHF is the ticker symbol. I got to type in the right ticker symbol, though, otherwise I'll tell you what AHF, if that exists, is. So we got Shift Nutrition. They develop, manufacture, market, distribute vitamins, nutritional supplements, and nutrition bars. That's what I thought. So it must be some kind of rumor of a buyout out there that hasn't hit my news wire out here, because they are up a nice 45% this morning. Let's put this on a monthly chart, because this thing is skyrocketing here. Look at this. So maybe there will be something that'll pop up on my news chart out here in the not-too-distant future. This thing is going to the moon, though, trading out at 33.82. Let's go take a look at OpNet. OPNT is the ticker symbol out there. Then we'll take a look at some of these stocks here that are taking advantage of the situation up in the Northeast. So we'll take a look at stocks like Lowe's, Home Depot. We'll go take a look at Generac. First, let's go to OPNT. OPNT is the ticker symbol. See what that is doing. We know it's trading up here this morning, up 30%, gapping up, having some volume inside this. This is moving into an area where it last gapped down. So let's take a look at this equity here. This equity now is going to run into an area here of resistance at about the price point of 45.30. That's the November 30th. So how about November 10th area where it gapped down? November 9th, the gap's down. The low on that session, November 9th, which had 425,000 shares, was 44.63. Gaps down the next day with 2.2 million shares. That's some volume out of it. So far this morning, though, it has moved up. We've only been trading here for just a short time, 13 minutes. It is up with 270,000 shares. So this thing is going to be, looks like maybe more or less moving towards the top of its consolidation area. Quite a wide consolidation area out here. The highs of this really being the November 8th date out at the 47.90. It's at 41.64 right now. That is on OpNet Technologies. Let's go take a look at some of these equities here that are moving. Generac, where is it? GNRC is the ticker symbol. Let's go take a look at the technical patterns out there. GNRC, again, is the ticker symbol. They are up with volume up at $32.91 here right now. You can see that there were folks that certainly were going ahead and taking a position on this equity coming into last Friday. You had volume increasing on the way up. This thing normally trades about 200,000 shares. Coming into let's see here, looks like last Thursday, 670,000 shares. Last Friday, 717,000 shares. This morning already, 1.1 million shares. Let's go ahead and pull this equity back. Oh, how about that? This is looks like it's at all-time highs out here. Let me refresh my screen, make sure we've got all of the data. And if this is correct, this is a IPO from back in February 2010 out at about the $9 range. So this having a nice little 3.5 bagger out there in a short period of time. Let's go take a look at ABC patterns. Let's put this on a weekly chart here first. Again, we're taking a look at Generac Holdings. Your B point on this is going to be the swing point. Let's see, around January 20th, it was at 22.88. So 22.88 is the swing point. Let's draw our A to B equals CD. Let's come off of the low that was put in here the week of May 28th, traded down to 793. So that's your A point, your B point right out here, your C point. So it's made more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. Of course, this equity, let's take a look at the volume as it passed the B point out here. Just curious if, in fact, it did that with volume. Again, that B point being, let's see, 22.84, 22.88. So let's come down here, 22.88. And the volume down there, oh, darn it, let's see. The volume down there was a total of about 1 million shares. As that B point was passed, it was passed with volume. Took it out on September 21st out there with 1.3 million shares. You then had a nice sign of strength in here on a weekly basis the week of October 5th, 2012. This thing here, trading above the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. This will now head to at least the 1-to-1.272 level. That would be $35.76. Trading out at $32.78 right now. Of course, these are going to be good equities for us to come back and take a look at to see where they are trading at tomorrow. So I'm going to put that down here on my list. Why? Because if for some reason this thing is overplayed, that could create quite an island reversal out there on Generac Holdings. Again, we're looking at the weekly chart. Let's go take a look at Home Depot and Lowe's, see how they're doing this morning here. HD is the ticker symbol that did gap up slightly. That is selling off, so not seeing a big play out there. Trading out at $62. Let's take a look at the chart anyways. Not that it is a weak-looking chart or anything, because it most certainly is not. Let's put this on a monthly basis here first. So if we take a look at the monthly chart, this thing has done more than a 1-to-1.618 A to B equals CD. Looks like this is headed to the 1-to-2 zone. 1-to-2 on this would take you up to $65.82. When it passed the B point, it did not pass the B point on volume. The B point on this, as we take a look at it, happens to be the week of April 30th, 2010. 371 million shares. It has not done more than 371 million shares the entire way up. That's kind of interesting. You've got right now, this is trading into, going back on the monthly chart, into the swing point from April of 2000. The high of that level is $70, even Steven. Trading out at $62. Looks like it wants to head to $65.81. If it can get to $65.81, it might as well go tag the $70 mark out there. That is a swing point high going back into the year 2000. Let's see, Lowe's. I think the ticker symbol there, is it LOW? Let me go do a quick research here. We'll go take a look at Lowe's, see how Lowe's is trading. Yeah, LOW is the ticker symbol. Let's see what that is doing here this morning. Lowe's also gapped up just slightly this morning and then has since sold off a bit. Still a good-looking chart, I believe, out here. Let's take a look at Lowe's. Trading out right now at 32.36. Lowe's made a 100% move of a move. Did that making a swing point high on October 19th with 14 million shares. That level is 33.29. It's at 32.39 right now. Let's go pull this thing out here on a weekly basis. We'll take a look at Lowe's, see if this is doing the same thing from a time frame standpoint that Home Depot is. We'll put this on a monthly chart. So this has an A to B equals CD. It pretty much has completed the one-to-one. The price projection on that would have been $33.62. Made it up to $33.29. That's good enough for me in my book. What it was also doing was coming against the swing point high, where it was making a 100% move of a move, taking you back to February 28th, 2007. The low of that is 32.44. You're at 32.39 right now. The high was $35.70 and a change, but really not a bad looking candle here for this month. Why? Because it took out this evening star bearish engulfing candle from May 31st. So this had some resistance at that May high, which was $32.23, trading at 32.31 right now. You get a close above that, and that resistance line will become what, folks? That resistance line will become support. And Lowe's will want to move up to the next level. That next level, $37.88. 877-927-6648. Dow's up 75. S&P's up 6. We'll be right back.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foresight Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to check out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, the Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on TFNN.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We've got the Dow up 71 points right now. S&P up 6. Composite still sleeping up 39 cents. The Russell now participating up $3.33, 0.4% out there. Apple being the drag out there, but we know Apple trying to rescue some folks that are stranded on its island bottom reversal out there. What I do have up on the screen here right now on Tiger TV is the Dow. And folks, if you are listening to us on the radio, maybe it's your mobile device, we absolutely appreciate you doing that. You can always catch an archive of this show on Channel 9. You'll be able to take a look at my screen, the patterns that are out there. And what's key on the Dow today is this. There's a pattern out there. It's not a pattern that you'll see in any textbook out there. But if the Dow closes at about 13,214, that would mean the Dow would be up about somewhere around 130 points or so, only up 64 right now. But if it does close, let's say right around the 13,002 and change, 210, 211, 213, 214, it'll set up a very, 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 did I say very? It'll set up a very bullish pattern out there. It will need some follow through tomorrow. And that's quite a pattern out there. This here, usually there's a 3-candle pattern, a morning star and evening star candle formation. I have shared this with you before. I don't recall which archive, and we took a look at it on an intraday chart out here. We actually looked at it on the this pattern right here that was occurring, I believe, October 17th, 18th, and 19th out there. And we took a look at it on the intraday chart. I think it was a 120-minute chart out there that really showed quite a reversal. Now we're seeing the exact opposite on the bottom, only we're seeing it on the daily chart out here. Now today's candle formation has to complete, but at least you know what to look for. If it doesn't close at least 13,210, then the pattern just simply it wasn't out there. But it's nice to know what to be able to look for. This, again, would need some follow-through and conviction tomorrow. That is, unless you have quite a higher close out there today. So that's where you've got these little small bodies. You see, when you take a look at these candles, price is truly the essence of what is going on in the marketplace. You've got these very small bodies here over the last couple trading sessions, that going back to the 24th, the 25th out there, and obviously and the 26th. So we're taking a look at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week where there was just simply some indecision, or with regard to the thrust of the move downward, what the bulls and bears were telling you was time out. Time to take a break here. Well, now today's candle would be the one that we're watching to really see if it's going to put in this fairly significant bottom. In fact, you can see the last one out here, which was a 4-day pattern, takes you back to the June 4th area. Take a look at this wide-ranging bar on the way down. Take a look at these two small bodies here on the way up in this other wide-ranging body to the upside. Folks, I do believe we have it set up on my page at tfnn.com. I've given out, I've done a number of workshops, but there are 2 workshops that, it doesn't matter what level of skill that you're coming from, that you absolutely should take. You should want to understand how to read the message of the markets. That's by taking a look at the candles. If you click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of TFNN.com, I believe it will take you to the opportunity to sign up for the workshop. It's a one-day workshop. It was called Candlesticks, Silent Signals Out There. That's where I would start. I would then go ahead and take the graduate class, which is buying and selling the D point. Those two classes, if you're wondering where to start, folks out there, I can save you just simply literally thousands of hours and thousands of dollars. Go check it out. It comes with a week of my newsletter service as well as access to me. Thanks so much for being here. I hope that you're doing well out there. It is great to have these markets open. Dow's up 59 right now. We'll be right back for our second segment. That's going to be the Money Masters Show. If you're taking off for the day, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning. Take care, folks.